Hey, alright people, how are you all doing on this fine day? I am SubZeroExtabyte, as you all may know, and if you do not know, well, just stick around and you will find out everything about me throughout the length of this video. But today people, I am moving. Yes, as you may know, I have recently been playing some games of that new Hello Neighbor game, and I found out that there is a neighborhood pretty close to my house that looks a lot like the one from that game. So here I am. I have actually moved and I am ready to fool around right here and see what my new neighbor is up to, because that is what you do in the game, so that is what I am going to do as well. So some things have changed, as you might have noticed. First and foremost, we have moved again, so that means that we have a new neighbor who I will be needing to introduce myself to, but I will wait with that for in the morning or something when I am done with all of my unpacking at least. So I am actually just moving most of my stuff into my new house, but I am already really curious about my new neighbor, because I usually get really excited to meet new people, so I really want to find out if he is a cool guy or he is some kind of creep. Well, it seems like he has locked his door, so I guess that he is not anywhere around right now. I guess I could come back later today when he is back, and I could be able to start unpacking all of my stuff into my new house. But where is the fun in that, right? I really just want to explore this neighborhood a little bit and see what this town has to offer for me, except for some weird shenanigans with my new neighbor. But we will see what that will bring in a little while, I hope. Let's just see if my other neighbor is home. Maybe I can check up on them a little bit, because you know I am always ready for some adventure stuff, right? Let's see if anybody is home. Well, I guess that is a nope. Man, this is actually pretty scary. I never was this tense while playing the Hello Neighbor game on my PC. I mean, my previous neighbor was a creep. I mean, the guy had a freaking complete tunnel system underneath his house. And then of course we cannot forget the fact that this dude tried to kill me like every time that I even got near his house. I mean, that dude was straight up violent, man. There is no way going around that. So just to get this clear, I know that what I am doing right now is basically trespassing / breaking and entering, but my curiosity levels are just way too high to not enter his house to go on a little self-made adventure time right now. That is something that will keep the blood flowing, right? So okay, let's move this stuff real quick, because that is just in the way right now. Okay, so he has some locked doors right here, and it looks like that is basically it, but that cannot be it. There has got to be a reason why he would lock all of the doors inside of his house. I mean, the front and the back door are okay to lock. That is not suspicious. But the moment that you start locking your kitchen door and your living room door and such, that is the moment when you know that there is something not right about it. So there is still not a single sign of him, so that is good. And let's see if his front door is locked. And it is not locked. What in the world? So this guy's locks his kitchen and living room doors but not his front door. Now that is suspicious. You know what is suspicious as well? The fact that he has some barricaded door in the middle of his house, which actually, now that I mention it, literally just looks like the basement that my previous neighbor had. But then this house is a lot darker. Maybe that is just because it is nighttime right now. But still, he could have just strung up some lights just to make all of this a little more doable at night. But he has a generator in this back room right there. Maybe I can start this to create some light up in this crib. Man, this is getting really freaky in here, and I do not like all of this at all, because it can hide a lot of bad stuff. Wait a second, what was that noise? Well, okay, it might have been the neighbor that I heard, because you know, I am kind of in the neighbor's house right now, and I would totally accept the fact of it being the neighbor, because let's be honest here, it's his house and people should be able to walk around and make some sounds inside their own house, right? I mean, we all do it. Let's admit it here. You do it. I do it. We all do it. Anyway, I should not be worried about what I hear too much. It was just the neighbor. Oh my, are you serious right now? Hello dear neighbor, I was just trying to come over and say hi, but I guess that this is not as appreciated as I would have thought. Well, darn it, I will drop by another time tomorrow if that is just darn fine with you, mister. So I think that you could say that I'm not that good when it comes to first impressions with my new neighbors. For some reason they always end up knocking me out or just following me all day long. That has got to be weird, right? But now that I have got these dead garbage bags, so I can spy on this dude from a distance and he will have no idea that I am watching him. That is just the best kind of spying, if you ask me. When they have no idea that you are watching them, then they will just be comfortable and do whatever they like, because they have no idea that they are being watched. Well, that is where I come in as your big brother who is watching you. And by watching you I mean in your house. Oh no, there he is again. I am sorry sir, but I did not see you hiding in the dark there. Holy poop man, this is scary. I really do not like the dark right now. I have got to have it a little brighter if you ask me. I mean, that dude was just sitting next to me and I did not see him because of the dark. Well, that is one thing to nag about. Man, if I can tell you one thing about this dude, then it will be that this guy is absurdly weird. I mean, have you taken a look at this house? This thing is a literal mess. This is just built because he was like, well yeah, I need a room there. Let's just build one out of wood and that is it. This dude has to be like not completely mentally stable. Not that there is anything wrong with that, but he is coming up to fight me when I enter his house, when I am just here to ask him how he has been and how things are going with his job, and maybe ask him why he has some barricaded nuclear bunker door in this hallway. You know, that is one of the first things that you ask your neighbor when you just move in next to them, because you will always have to be prepared that you do not end up in some basement all cut up into little pieces and fed to his baby parakeet, you know, like the normal people always do. I am kidding, that is just something that lonely 40-something-year-old white people do, because that is all that they have to worry about in their life, like talking about coffee all day long, and all of that while they are sipping on coffee while standing next to the coffee machine waiting on another cup, because that first cup was just a cup that they took because they had to wait for their coffee. So that is basically something that white people do when they are standing next to the coffee machine at their 9-to-5 desk job. Well, I would rather do what I do, and I will just invade people their privacy and make sure that I can make a good video out of it for you guys to enjoy. That is my main reason. And then of course that fact that when I make enough money I can buy myself some cool coffee machine. Oh wow, sorry, that was the white guy and me popping out there for a second. Excuse me, for I have sinned. Oh wow, I actually forgot that I have not even moved in all of my stuff yet. Wow, that is a bummer because I was about to hop into bed, but I guess that is not happening for a while. Wait a second, maybe I can drop by my neighbor's place and ask him if he wants to do all of the heavy lifting when it comes to these boxes that I have at home. Wait a second, what was that noise? Oh my, are you serious right now? I could actually imagine what a conversation with me and this guy would go like. Hello dear neighbor, I was just trying to come over and say hi, but I guess that this is not as appreciated as I would have thought. Well darn it, I will drop by another time tomorrow if that is just darn fine with you, mister. So I think that you could say that I'm not that good when it comes to first impressions with my new neighbors. For some reason they always end up knocking me out or just following me all day long. That has got to be weird, right? But now that I have got these dang garbage bags so I can spy on this dude from a distance and he will have no idea that I am watching him. That is just the best kind of spying if you ask me. When they have no idea that you are watching them, then they will just be comfortable and do whatever they like, because they have no idea that they are being watched. I am just moving all of this guy his stuff around like right in front of him, and he has no idea what in the world is going on. That is a win on my end, and I am stuck for some odd reason. What in the world? Usually I would just not care and pack all of my stuff and get to bed. But no, I want to make sure that my new neighbor is okay. Alright, I already just broke his window and I was not trying to break his window, but I really need to make sure that he is alright. I cannot just leave him to die like that. That would be seriously unethical behavior on my end. So I will find out what is going on with this guy. Maybe I should just call the police and let them investigate. But there is not time for that. Besides, I am already in this house, so I guess that I already have that going on for me. So if I would call the police right now, they would probably just bring me into the police station downtown and lock me up for breaking and entering. And someone like me cannot have that on their register. I am not letting that happen to me when I am just here to make sure that my neighbor is fine. So he left his TV on, but it is just giving static. This is one odd man, I can tell you that much already by just being in this place for a minute. Let's just spook around some more because he has to be somewhere around, right? Let's just get out of here. This is getting weird. Oh my god, Mr. Neighbor, what in the world? What is going on here? What is happening? I should not have done this. Alright, what in the world was that? Was I dreaming again? Or what should I make of this? Because I am not sure what just happened, but I guess that I fell asleep in my front yard again. I guess that is getting pretty repetitive right now. Wow, that was another weird dream right there. I was walking around in my neighbor's house and he just stormed at me and knocked me out. And then I wake up right here. I guess it felt like those times in your dream dream when you are falling and right before you hit the ground you wake up and you are like, what in the world just happened? That is exactly what it felt like. I mean, maybe I should not have done that, but I mean, come on dude, but breaking his windows seemed like the appropriate thing to do in the situation, just to break the awkward silence that we were having throughout this night. I mean, come on man, when am I going to meet some decent neighbor? I already moved this time because I kept getting knocked my butt to the floor when it comes, and now I find a new place and I literally like have his twin brother living in front of me. I do not think that I can beat this dude, man. He is way too secretive. Maybe that is the reason of all of this. They just want to drive me nuts. I am just going to get myself out of here before he sees me again and he knocks me out again as well. Alright sub, just run. You were on the track team in high school. You were made for this. Alright, the music is quieting down. I wonder what in the world that could have been. But whatever it was really scary, and I do not want to make him find me again in this house, because he will definitely kill me then. Man, I really want to find out whatever this man is hiding. I will make it my destiny to find out what is wrong with this man as long as I live here, because I will not close one darn eye before I can make sure that this man is not up to no good, because I am really thinking that he is up to no good, and he is not Harry Potter who solemnly swears that he is up to no good. No, this is some other type deal going on right here. For all I know, that man is some kind of serial killer. You can tell me whatever you want, but this guy is using some kind of black magic, and I am willing to bet my life on it that I will be the one who discovers what this guy is doing. I will not rest before this man is put into a hold and we can make sure that this man will be freed from whatever demon is possessing him right now. But that would mean that I will need to get back into his lair, because I did not go in there last time because he was coming up after me. So this time I will just need to block all of my fears and make sure that he cannot manipulate me or knock me out of consciousness again. My god, this guy is really up to no good with this. Alright, I am out, and now I will need to get that key again, or literally just anything else that will help me get to that thing before he sees me again, because that will end up horribly. I can tell you that much. Let's see what I can open with this. Dude, I am hitting this guy with a TV and it is doing nothing. Why do I even bother defending myself when this guy literally does not care about a thing that I do to attack him? This is not a fun game at all, you guys. But that does not matter. I will just do some all-out detective work right here and find out what this guy is hiding inside of his house. But since I do not have a house searching warrant, I cannot do anything to actually make all that I do legal. And I am in no way, shape or form a detective or just a normal beat cop. Nope, I am just a boy with a vision, and that vision is that we can do nothing all day and still become decently successful. When I was younger, I always wanted to be a cop or a detective, basically because of the show Criminal Minds. And that is basically what I am doing right now. So let's just hope that we are good enough to actually stop this dude from actually doing anything bad this time. Because my other neighbor, well, that guy, his house just left me with more questions than I originally came with. And that is not a good thing when you are going in as an investigator, or at least a pseudo-investigator, because I do not have a license or anything. But what I think will work for us right now is to actually get in this dude his house a little bit more. But he has literally built it like a fort, and I am not sure what in the world is going on here, but I keep teleporting back and forth. But that does not matter, I guess. All that matters is that we had fun, and that we scared ourselves so bad that we nearly had a heart attack. But you know, the adrenaline flow from being scared like that, well, that just helps with blood flow, so that would mean that you are wide awake right now and ready to do some homework, just like me. But I am doing it in this weird freaking basement that this guy built here. What is all of this? And what are these signs on the ground? This is literally not okay, man. And I am pretty anxious about all of this. I am not kidding, people. Go do your homework right now. Like, do not waste any more time right now, just go do it. I will just be waiting here until you are done with your homework. I am Sub-Zero. I have all the time in the world. So go do that and then come back and I will still be here. Or have you already paused me? That would be good too, because that would mean that you listened to me the first time. Okay, I am just going for it. Make sure to make no noise at all and then just run down those stairs. Alright, let's go, people. Let's see what this man is hiding inside of this thing. What is this basement? Oh my, what was that? I am having some kind of weird flashbacks. What the freak is going on here? And what is this music? What is all of this, people? I really need to be rescued. Somebody has to send help, because I do not know if I can make it out of here alive. Alright, just run, sub. You can do this. You have got to be faster than this guy. I mean, I should be faster, right? I am a pretty young and active guy, and he looks like he is at least 50 something. Well, alright, that will conclude this video. Please like, subscribe and comment if you have not already, and I will see you tomorrow or today. Well, who knows, maybe I do not make it through the night. I am not sure about all of this, but I will keep you guys posted.